Hello, and thank you so much for coming out tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris Witherow. I am the band director here at Marshall Middle School. Before we get started with our program tonight, we have a few housekeeping items to take care of. If you've been here before, you know the drill. First, we are here to see that your students perform. They put in a lot of hard work. So if you do have an awesome ringtone, please make sure we don't hear it tonight. I did change mine back to Africa by Toto. It's good. Secondly, if you need a young child that needs attention, you can leave the side waiting doors open. You can just take them out. You can still be able to hear the performance. And lastly, unless there is a pressing matter, please plan on staying through the full duration of the concert. We have a very fast transition to the 7th grade. We'll get rocking and rolling with their part. On stage are the 5th graders. So in middle school, 5th grade is the first group of bands. We start the year not quite sure how to put our stuff together. So over the course, we have to put it together, how to make some sounds, how to make those sounds sound good, and how to play notes, and how to put our pieces together. So we have 3 selections for you tonight. I decided to change it up this year. Usually we end with the recorded karate favorite hot cross buns, but tonight I decided to kick off the concert with hot cross buns. Up next, we have a piece entitled Power Rock. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've heard some pretty wicked, awesome power ballads in my time that are rock tunes. It's got to be that, right? No, it's not. It is rockin'. It's pretty catchy. I've had many parents tell me that they are singing it the rest of the night on their way to, which reminds me, shameless plug. After this, if you are not doing anything and are looking for a dessert/dinner. The music department is hosting a fundraiser at Culver's. I believe it ends at 8 o'clock. As is tradition to recommend ice cream after concerts. Take that as you will. This is Power Rock. further ado, our final piece from the 5th grade, I would love it, Ode to Joy. As soon as they're done playing, we will have a quick transition to the 7th grade and continue the performance. All right, thank you for your patience. On stage now is the 7th grade. The interesting thing with starting in 7th grade, if the student is in both band and orchestra, starting in 7th grade, they go to each class every other day. That obviously presents new challenges with making sure that we're covering things appropriately, and I don't suddenly teach or say something really important when, you know, a good chunk of those kids are gone. So it is a challenge, but they obviously rise to that challenge and are looking forward to presenting their music for you. Up first is Clash and Roar. You'll get one. before we play our final piece, I would just like to say thank you so much for coming out tonight. There have been years where this concert's warm. There's been years where this concert's a foot of snow on the ground. I'd like something in the middle. I'm just kind of tired of warm weather. Thank you so much for coming out. This is March to Castle Top. All right, thank you so much for coming out tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris Witherow. I am the band director here at Marshall Middle School. Tonight we are presenting our 6th and 8th grade bands. But before we do that, a couple housekeeping items. At this point, you all know it, you all love it, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you have an awesome ringtone like I do, we don't want to hear it tonight. We're here to hear your children play, so please silence your cell phones. That would be greatly appreciated. I did change mine back to Toto. I can't give up Africa, it's just too good. If you have a young child that needs attention, we do keep the wing doors open so that you are able to take them up and give them attention while still enjoying the performance. I now understand what that means. Me and my wife have a almost 6-month-old, so when I said it for a while, I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Now, I get it. And lastly, the transition between the two groups is very brief, so I please ask if you would stay through the whole performance. Up first is 6th grade, and our first piece, and I get this wrong all the time, so I have to cheat. Look, Storm Chaser. that the next two pieces are by the same composer, Robert W. Smith. He unfortunately passed away earlier this year, so I thought what better way to honor him as a fantastic band composer than performing two of my favorites, Furioso and The Tempest. He was one of our profession's greatest advocates, and he will be dearly missed. This is Furioso. Our third and final piece in the sixth grade band is titled The Tempest. Among middle school band directors, this is one of those, if you don't have it, you need to buy it. If you haven't done it, you need to do it. And once you do it, every year, the kids that played it want to do it again. I don't know what it is about this piece. It just has that appeal, I guess. I still have high school students. Can we play The Tempest? Yes, but no, it's too easy for you. Shameless plug, as is now tradition. I'm sorry. It's recommended that post-concerts you celebrate with ice cream. So, sorry / you're welcome. This is The Tempest. you for your patience. On stage are our 8th graders, our oldest and wisest. Joke. But they are our oldest. We have 3 pieces for you tonight. The first is entitled Plaza de Toro. Bullfighting is kind of the vision that I want you to imagine while we play. Our next piece, entitled America, Land of Liberty, is a medley of different patriotic songs. With this concert being so close to Veterans Day, it always feels appropriate to acknowledge and honor that holiday with this piece. This is America. Before we play our final piece for this evening, just a couple housekeeping items. One, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I told the last concert, some years this is a very warm night, some years it's under a foot of snow. I'm just kind of tired of it being so warm, but that's just me. The lights are hot. Lastly, everything on stage will need to go back into the band room. The students know this and have kind of we've sort of divvied up roles. So please be patient while everything gets hauled back in. It's just a very quick process, but it's loud and chaotic, quick. But anyway, lastly, thank you so much for coming. This is Ultimatum.